Hi, my name is Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Printers and Multifunction Devices series of videos where we go in depth of printers, scanners, and multifunction devices. The second video of series is called Multifunction Devices, Printers, and Settings, where we discuss scanners, printer interfaces, printer drivers, page description languages or PDL, PCL, PostScript, printer security, printer configuration, and print processes. If you're preparing for the A+ exam, stick around. I've included some practice questions toward the end to help you test your knowledge. If this video helps you out, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel so you don't miss what's next. Scanners, also known as image scanners, are devices that optically capture images, printed text, handwritten or objects, and convert them into digital files. They come in a variety of sizes and types. One of the most common is the desktop flatbed scanner, where the document is placed directly on a glass surface for scanning. Many flatbed models also feature an automatic document feeder, or ADF, which allows for efficient scanning of multiple pages in sequence, hands-free. Larger office copy machines often serve as multifunction devices, combining a copier, printer, fax machine, and scanner into a single unit. These all-in-one systems can scan documents directly to email, network folders, or cloud storage, and many models even support printing directly from the web or mobile devices, streamlining document workflows across the office. Handheld scanners are compact devices that require manual movement across the items being scanned. Over time, this technology has evolved into 3D scanning wands, now commonly used in fields like industrial design, reverse engineering, quality testing, orthotics, and even gaming. For oversized documents where a flatbed scanner isn't practical, mechanically driven scanners are the go-to solution. In these systems, the scanner moves the document itself, ideal for scanning blueprints, engineering drawings, and large format artwork with precision. Scanners differ from cameras in that they produce precise, distortion-free digital images. While cameras are susceptible to issues like reflections, uneven lighting, shadows, motion blur, and edge distortion, especially when objects curve away from the lens, scanners offers a flat, consistent light source in direct contact with the document or object. This makes them ideal for capturing sharp, high-fidelity images of text, photos, and graphics. Twain is a standard software protocol and application programming interface, or API, that governs communication between software applications and imaging devices such as scanners and digital cameras. Despite its quirky name, technology without an interesting name, Twain plays a vital role in enabling seamless image acquisitions. It acts as the translation layer. When a user chooses import from scanner in an application like Photoshop or Acrobat, the software calls the Twain driver. The Twain driver launches the scanner's native interface, where the user can configure settings such as resolution, color mode, and scan area. After scanning, the image is returned directly to the calling application, no manual file handling needed. Twain simplifies the scanning process and ensures interoperability across a wide range of devices and programs. If your scanner supports Twain, you can scan directly into many apps without needing to first use the scanner's bundled software. Optical character recognition, or OCR, is a powerful technology that extracts text from digital images. It enables you to convert printed or handwritten documents, whether scanned or photographed, into a searchable, editable electronic files. OCR functionality is often built directly into scanners, but can also be handled by companion software installed on the computer. Some programs can even perform OCR on standalone image files, making it a versatile tool for digitizing documents, enhancing accessibility, and streamlining data entry. Although the dream of paperless office hasn't fully materialized, traditional printers and copiers have largely been replaced by modern multifunction devices, or MFDs, and multifunction printers, or MFPs. These all-in-one machines handle printing, copying, scanning, and faxing, streamlining office workflows, and reduce the need for separate devices. The reason we have not gone to paperless office is old habits die hard, where people prefer the tactile feel of paper for reading, note-taking, or reviewing documents. It's also easy to find a mistake, correct the mistake, and print out a fresh copy of the document. Other reasons may be caused by legal and regulatory requirements and problems with technology integration. Printers, especially large office models, require careful planning during setup. Make sure there's enough space to safely unbox and position the device with adequate airflow to prevent overheating and room to open lids and trays for maintenance or paper loading. These machines must be accessible but not obstructive, staying clear of walkways to avoid creating trip hazards. Connectivity is another key factor. Printers typically require power, a network connection, and if they support faxing, possibly a phone line. That said, most modern faxing is handled digitally through network-based solutions, eliminating the need for traditional phone lines in many setups. Modern printers connect using a variety of interfaces to suit different environments and needs. Common connection types include Ethernet for fast, reliable wired networking in office settings, USB, which is a direct connection to a computer, typically for local printing, 802.11 Wi-Fi, which enables wireless printing over a shared network, and Bluetooth for short-range, cable-free printing from nearby devices. To keep network printers consistently reachable, the HCP reservations can assign them the same IP address automatically based on the printer's MAC address. This ensures seamless setup, management, and access, especially when sharing printers across multiple users or systems. A printer driver is essential system software that acts as a bridge between your computer and printer. It translates commands from your operating system or applications into a language the printer can understand, ensuring that print jobs are executed accurately and efficiently. Each printer driver is highly specific and must match the printer model, the operating system version, and even the system architecture, whether 32-bit or 64-bit. Using the wrong driver can result in errors, misprints, or a complete lack of communication between the devices. Note, keeping printer drivers up to date is very important for ensuring optimal performance, security, and compatibility with your system. Outdated drivers can lead to printing errors, reduced functionality, and even security vulnerabilities. A page description language, or PDL, is a high-level programming language used to define the layout and content of a printed page without directly referencing pixel-by-pixel details like a bitmap would. Instead, it describes elements like fonts, graphics, and page structure in a more abstract, device-independent way. Most printers support one or both of the two most common PDLs. Printer Command Language, or PCL, developed by Hewlett-Packard, known for speed and efficiency, especially in office environments. PostScript, developed by Adobe, offering more precise control over layouts and graphics, often used in publishing and design industries. Printer Control Language, or PCL, is created by Hewlett-Packard and is commonly used across the industry. It is device-dependent, offers fast print processing, and widely supported by many different operating system platforms. However, the same print job may vary on different printers. PostScript was created by Adobe Systems and popular with high-end printers. They are device-independent, slower than PCL, and not found in as many platforms as PCL. It creates all print data and does not rely on printer. It is more consistent across different printers, and graphical objects can have more detail. However, print files are larger and need more memory. For printing a 100-page report with charts for a meeting, go with PCL. But if you're sending a brochure design to a professional printer, PostScript is your best bet. PCL5 is one of the most widely supported printer command languages. It's written in almost pure text, making it highly compatible and easily programmable across virtually any operating system platform. PCL6 is a more advanced version that uses a compressed binary protocol designed for improved performance and precision. However, it can occasionally introduce network-related issues, so if you're experiencing problems printing over a network with PCL6, switching to PCL5 is often recommended. In fact, printer manufacturers frequently suggest trying the PCL5 driver first when troubleshooting. For non-PostScript printers, Microsoft Universal Printer Driver serves as the standard. It's designed to work with a wide range of devices and is especially effective with HP LaserJet printers and MFPs. HP also offers an intelligent universal print driver, which can automatically detect and configure itself to match a printer's capabilities like duplex printing, color output, and finishing options. Whenever possible, it is recommended to use HP's universal PCL driver instead of a model-specific one, as it simplifies deployment and management across multiple devices. Modern operating systems, including Windows, support printing directly to file formats like PDF and XPS, offering a convenient way to create digital versions of documents. Portable Document Format, or PDF, developed by Adobe, is a widely used, reliable format for sharing documents across platforms, regardless of the software, hardware, or operating system. PDFs are easy to view and compress, and they maintain consistent formatting. You can open them up in a browser with a dedicated apps like Adobe Acrobat, and they're ideal for both editing and archiving. XML Paper Specification, or XPS, created by Microsoft, serves as a similar role but is based on an XML framework. But designed as a successor to the EMI file format, it preserves layout and appearance details for consistent printing. XPS files are also viewable in most browsers or with an XPS viewer. Remote printers can be accessed through a printer share or through a print server. A printer that is shared is connected to a computer, usually through a USB. The computer could be a workstation or server. When the computer is running, users can access the printer a UNC path, which represents a / computer name / printer share name. The jobs are queued in the operating system. The print server, including a copy machine that acts as a printer, connect directly to the network and you print directly to the printer. Jobs are queued and managed by the printer. These printers typically have a web-based front end to manage. Printers can be added to or shared on a computer, either a workstation or server via printer port. To connect directly to a network-capable printer, one equipped with their own network interface card or NIC, you typically use a TCP/IP printer port. This enables direct communications between the computer and their printer across the local network. One of the most reliable print protocols for this setup is RAW, which uses TCP port 9100. It's simple, fast, and widely supported, making it a go-to choice for many network printers. For Linux environments, Blind Printer Remote, or LPR or LPD, is commonly used instead. It's based on an older Unix protocol, but remains popular for print jobs sent from Linux-based systems. When printing through a Windows computer or a print server, printer security settings can be configured to control user access and actions. By default, the Everyone group is allowed to print and manage only their own print jobs. Windows supports user authentication and permission-based access. Manage document permissions allow users to pause, resume, and delete any print job in the queue, not just their own. Manage printer permission grants control over the printer itself. This includes pausing or restarting the printer, changing print spool settings, sharing the printer, modifying permissions, and adjusting printer properties. In secure environments, access control for printers is critical. One common method is badge-based authentication, where users must physically present an employee badge, usually with RFID or smart card technology, before they can release their print jobs. This ensures that documents aren't left unattended at the printer and enhances accountability. Although it requires setup effort, like integrating with the entity management system, it's fast and seamless for end users once deployed. Many printers also support secure print features where a PIN or password is required to release the print job. This provides a layer of protection when badge systems aren't in place. For highly confidential documents, it's smart to place the printer in a physically secured location, such as behind a locked door, and restrict access only to authorized personnel via user permissions or group policies. Print auditing is an essential practice in corporate environments, helping organizations monitor and control printer usage for both cost management and security. When enabled, auditing provides visibility into who is printing, what is being printed, and when allowing you to track printing activity by user or department, enabling accountability and transparency, manage costs more effectively, including allocating or charging back printing expenses to specific teams or business units, and enhance security by logging activity that may involve sensitivity or confidential information being printed without authorization. On Windows systems, audit logs can be viewed using the Event Viewer, while many printers and print servers also offer their own login interfaces or web portals for monitoring activities. Important, print auditing is not enabled by default. You need to explicitly turn it on and configure which events or actions should be tracked. Printers offer a wide range of configuration options to meet different output needs. Key settings include print quality, where you adjust the resolution for sharper detail or faster printing. You can typically choose between color or grayscale modes based on the content and resource needs. Duplex printing, if supported, this feature allows for automatic double-sided printing, helping reduce paper usage and streamlines large documents. Orientation, choose between portrait or vertical, or landscape or horizontal, depending on the document layout. Tray settings specify which paper tray to use. High-volume printers and copiers often support multiple trays, allowing different paper types or sizes to be loaded simultaneously. Common paper sizes include letter, which is 8.5 by 11 inches, which is standard in the US, legal, 8.5 by 14 inches, and tabloid, which is 11 by 17 inches. Once a printer is properly configured, either locally or over the network, the Windows print process follows these steps. A print job is initiated through an application like Microsoft Word, where the user selects an installed printer. The print request is handled by the Windows Print API, which converts it into a spool file and places it in a designated spool folder, also known as the print queue. By default, the spool folder is located at /Windows /System32 /spool /printers. The spool file is held in a queue until the printer is ready to process it, helping to manage multiple jobs and minimize wait times. It's important to ensure the system has enough disk space in the spool folder to accommodate queue jobs, especially for large documents or in a busy print environment. The documents within the spool folder is rendered or converted to a format that the print device can accept using instructions within the printer driver. File is usually much larger in a spool folder compared to the original document. The document in the spool folder is called a print job. When the printer is ready, the print job is then sent to a locally attached or network attached print device. The print device proceeds to print the document and notifies you when the print job has completed. A more simplistic flow is, user initiates a print job from an application like Word or Excel. Print API processes the request and converts it into a spool file. Spool file is saved to the /Windows /System32 /spool /printers folder. File is rendered by translating into printer-ready language such as PCL or PostScript via the print driver. Print job is queued as it's stored temporarily until the printer is ready. The printer receives the job over USB, network, or wireless connection. And the printer processes and prints and notifies the user when complete. Network-attached print devices are widely used in organizations, but they have limitations. Most have limited onboard memory and are not designed to handle high volumes of simultaneously print jobs from multiple users. To overcome this, businesses often configure users to print through a dedicated print server. The print server manages job queuing, stored spooled documents, and handles processing on behalf of the printer, offloading the work and ensuring smoother performance. On a Windows-based print server, administrators can also manage access and permissions for both network-attached and locally shared printers. If you expect lots of print jobs or large print jobs, since Windows defaults to the /Windows /System32 /spool /printers folder, you should consider moving the location of the spool folder to a dedicated drive so that you avoid filling up the C drive, which will often cause Windows to crash. This centralized control simplifies monitoring, security, enforcement, and troubleshooting across the entire network. On Mac OS, printers can be connected directly via USB or wireless through Apple Airport or Time Capsule. To set up or manage a printer, go to the Apple menu and choose System Preferences, Printers and Scanners. From there, you can add a new device, configure settings, or select a default printer, whether it's local or networked. Multifunction printers and copier devices often go beyond their printing, offer integrated document delivery services that streamline workflows. Scan to email converts scanned documents into image files, typically PDF or TIFF, and sends them directly to specified email addresses. This eliminates the need for a separate scan, then email workflow. Scan to SMB, which is short for Server Message Block, sends scanned files to a shared network file via UNC path consisting of // computer name /share name. SMB is a mature protocol commonly used for sharing printers and files across local networks, especially in Windows environments. And Scan to Cloud uploads scanned documents directly to cloud services such as Microsoft SharePoint, OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, or Box, making them instantly accessible from anywhere and easy to organize or collaborate on. Printer firmware is the low-level software stored in flash memory that controls the printer core functions. It acts as a bridge between hardware and higher-level instructions, allowing the device to interpret print jobs, manage internal processes, and communicate with computers or networks. However, many printers ship with outdated firmware, which can expose them to serious vulnerabilities. A 2023 report highlighted risks such as unauthorized access to print queues, data leaks from onboard storage, botnet enrollment for distributed attacks, and network pivoting, where attackers use the printer to infiltrate other systems. Besides keeping printer drivers updated, keeping firmware updated is especially critical for network-connected or internet-accessible printers. Updates not only patch security flaws, but also resolve bugs and improve compatibility with newer operating systems and protocols. Caution: firmware updates can sometimes introduce new issues, such as blocking third-party cartridges or lacking rollback options. Always review release notes and backup settings before updating. Question: what is it called when you print on both sides of a page? Answer: duplexing. Question: which page descriptor language is used with HP printers? Answer: PCL. Question: look at the figure. Is this landscape or portrait? Answer: landscape. Question: you're setting up a printer for a small office. The printer does not have an RJ45 network port. How can you make the printer accessible to your network users? Answer: share the printer. Question: what are the two examples of a computer language that describes the appearance of a printed page? Choose two answers. Answers: PS and PCL. Question: which MFP feature optimizes processing of a multi-page documents? Answer: ADF. For more information, visit these sites. In summary, a scanner, also known as image scanner, is a device that optically scans images, printed text, handwritten, or an object and converts it to a digital image. Larger office copy machines often are a copy machine, printer, fax machine, scan to email, folder, or cloud, and print from web. Today, most printers are connected through Ethernet network port, USB port, 802.11 wireless connection, or Bluetooth. Basically, a printer driver is a piece of system software that allows your computer to interact with your printer. It translates instructions sent from your operating system or application software into a form or language that your printer can understand, allowing it to respond properly to those instructions. A page description language, or PDL, is a computer language that describes the appearance of a printed page at a higher level than actual output bitmap or general raster graphics. Remote printers can be accessed through a printer share or through a print server. Printers can be accessed using SMB, which uses the / computer name / printer share name. When printing to a Windows computer or through a server, usually set up security for the printer, including authentication, permissions, and auditing. The spool folder is also called the print queue. Since these print jobs can become large, you have to ensure that you have enough disk space. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be Printers and Multifunction Devices, Part 3, Troubleshooting Printers. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. Thank you.